because somebody may think they are your enemy, but it doesn't mean you will think of them as your enemy. Go back to my favorite subject in the Bible, Joseph. Joseph was a man beloved by his father. He was a favorite, and his father made him a coat of many colors just to show that he was a special child. So who loved Joseph? The father. And one day, Joseph came around and said, "Hey, brothers, I had a dream. And in my dream, I had a sheaf of wheat. And there were 11 sheaves of wheat. And the 11 sheaves were bowing down to my one." And so the brothers got the message. Not only does our father like this boy, even God, he claims, also likes him. So one day they had the opportunity to do some damage to him. They said, "Come, here comes that dreamer. Let's kill him. And then we will see what will happen to his dream." You know, there are certain people that you've never offended. There's nothing. What do you mean at all? You've never offended them. All that is going on in your life is that good things are happening and they can't stand it. Did I hear Joseph was minding his business. You can't control what dreams you have. He didn't make himself the coat of many colors. He didn't ask to be born into that family. He didn't ask to be a favorite. So why not say, if it's good for you, Joseph, may it be as good for me too? Why say, no, if it's not good for me, it should be worse for you? So they said, let's kill him, then we will see what will become of his dream. Never mind if I'm not going anywhere, as long as you are not going anywhere either. May God deliver us from envious people. Amen. But envious or no envious, do you know what I've just thought of? Huh? You don't know what I've just thought of? I'm going to pay for this. All this energy I'm expending. Because I wasn't born yesterday. Suddenly energy comes. By the time I finish, I will see my mother and say, "Hello, Daddy." It's amazing when you preach, the Lord gives you strength beyond your normal energy level. How if this thing was not made of I would let it feel the power of my anointing. Envy. Let's see what will become of your dream. What's wrong with you? First, you're not the prettiest girl. How come you married before me? Envy is no good. You're not the most clever. You got 2 minus 2. I got first class, and you got a better job. I'm working for the council, finding flats for single mothers. And you're working in the city, getting 4 times. Can you imagine when we heard the news that George Osborne is only going to work for 4 days a month and is going to earn £660,000? La kulijalai. Did you not go like, how can he? What's wrong with him? He's already rich. His father was rich. He was born into wealth. And he's having something for next. Even the paper, they call him 6 jobs Osborne. Is that not envy? If he's getting 6 jobs, why don't you get 7 jobs? But you wish you never had a job, never mind 6. So there are things like that. The more God blesses you, the more somebody will say, we want to see the end of you. But it's good news. Because for Joseph to get to his destiny, he needed people to plot. So by the time Joseph got to the palace of Pharaoh, and he became second to Pharaoh, and his brother came for help, he said, when he revealed himself to them, he says, you did not send me here. Somebody says, let's kill him. And he says, you didn't send me here. Oh, okay, don't let's kill him. Let's sell him into slavery. Let's put him into Potiphar's house. Let's call him something he didn't do. Let's put him in prison for life. He says, none of those things happened because people envied me. It's because God planned to do me good through people who aim to do me evil. Because all things work together for good. Don't be afraid of your enemy. You need your enemy. You need people who hate you. When somebody hates you, come and shake their hands. Say, thank God for you. I'll never arrive at my destiny if you did not. I'm telling you, for those of you who don't know my testimony, I will never get to England if somebody didn't try to kill me. Thank God for those who tried to poison me. Thank God for those who send Ologum into my dreams. And I used to dream and I see many, many things. The number of goats that have lost their lives on account of me. Never mind the chickens. But I thank the Lord that whatever you meant for evil, it isn't that his brother didn't mean it for evil, but God meant it for good. In fact, when Jesus was hanging on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. They don't know they're doing me good. The very thing I came for is what they plotted against me. They're planning for my destiny, which may not necessarily be painless. The fact that it's painful doesn't mean it is not meaningful. So do not be afraid of evil. Everything will work out for good. Amen. As you are sitting here, whatever you are going through, go home and say, Father, thank you for where I am. I wouldn't wish to be anywhere else, because I don't know whether this will be the gateway to something better. Jesus said, when Peter said, Lord, you will not wash my feet. He says, son, if I don't wash your feet, you are none of mine. Because what I do, you don't understand it now. It's later you'll go back. Later. Oh, I feel sorry for practically all of you apart from Pastor Daniel. Or Baba Daniel. Do you know why I feel sorry for you? Life begins at 70. I'm telling you. I feel sorry for you if you're not 70. Because by the time you are 70, you can look back and you find that, if only I had known what life is now. You'll never see a 70-year-old rushing. It's not because they're less energetic. It's because they're not chasing anything. And nothing is chasing them. Everything good comes their way because it's by experience. I have been young. That's my motto. And now I am old. I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor their children begging. Tears will only last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So you can be 70 in experience. Take it from me now. Whatever comes, like the Nigerians saying, there's nothing coming from heaven that the earth cannot handle. But that was before the atomic bomb. So if you can get into that mode of thinking, then you will know it is only with God you have to deal. Because everything the enemy is doing is part and parcel of what God allows. It is wisdom. Now then, so when you pray, you must know God hears. And if it's according to God's will, He will answer your prayer. From the very first day that you pray, your prayer was heard, and I was sent to give you. But the prince of the region of Persia prevented